Hey everybody, Crappie Kid here. What if I was to tell you that the things you were doing while you were summer fishing for crappie were all wrong? What if I told you I have the exact tactic you need to make sure you capitalize on those big slabs this summer? Well, guess what? Stay tuned for this new episode of The Crappie Show.
And welcome to the Crappie Kid Show. And now your host, the Crappie Kid.
Hey everybody, Crappie Kid here, coming to you with another Crappie Kid Show. I am very absolutely sorry to all my subscribers and viewers that I kind of disappeared for a little while. Uh, I had some bad things happen to me while I was out and about. I lost a kayak. I sank the same kayak twice. I lost a ton of gear, hundreds of dollars of gear. Um, it's bad. So, with all that, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad and Charlie out there at the Weewaw Wiggler for all their support and help get me through this tough time, especially with the heat wave on. The fishing has not been any good. I haven't been able to film and really been taking care of my personal life. Um, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You know, my mom and dad got me a new kayak. I'm gonna have an episode where I show you guys that. And Charlie, he's just been keeping me busy, trying to keep my spirits up. And I just so greatly appreciate the fact that he just does what he does. He carries my baits. I'm at that store every day. I love all the locals, talking to the fishermen, giving tips, helping people get their stuff and products. I like just being in that atmosphere. It's an old mom and pops bait shop, and I just love everything about it. So if you guys ever get a chance to get down to Weewaw Wiggler in Weewaw, Wichita, Florida, and see Charlie out there at the Weewaw Wiggler on Highway 22, or you guys could just give him a call or a buzz, and I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help you out. He's very good and very knowledgeable what you need to fish within our local area, as well as when it comes to other fishing items. He's really well rounded in the fishing world. So, on to what the Crappie Kid was talking about. Well, guess what? Your tactics are all wrong. Mine were all wrong. So I had to sort them out while I went on my fishing adventure into Alabama looking for new fishing places. Um, you can't use the same thing all the time, I learned. I mean, I learned that you have to adapt and find the fish when it's super hot. You got to go super deep, and they hold still. I did a ton of time on my active target scope, and I've watched these fish for 2 weeks. And I've seen them pulled up on top of each other, sitting on the bottom. I've seen them stuck right inside structure. I've seen them go deep. I've never seen them go shallow. It's just, but I've seen a lot of night feeding though. That is something new to me that I'm now officially learning. The night fishing is a lot better when the heat is on, but it's not as hot as it should be, or I thought it should be. They do feed at night when the water temperature gets a little cooler. I notice that they like to hang around places where the water moves a little bit more and is not as still. I think the reason being is the water temperature is different. So, here is the tactic that the kid learned. Keep those baits above those brush piles in deep water. And you guys are going to be surprised what I show you. The little beetle spins. These beetle spins. I killed them on these things. These colors right here, guys. These two colors, green flamingo and fried turkey on these little spoons, beetle spins, attachments to these 132-ounce jig heads. I killed them. I literally tore them up. It was fun. I had a blast. Now, I'm going to show you another one. It was really hot. I flipped over. White crappie liked this one. White crappie liked it more than the black crappie did. The black crappie would hit it, though. I'm not going to say they didn't hit it. But the white crappie in Alabama love atomic toad on this gold. Man, they were tearing that thing up, man. It was like money in the bank. Money in the bank. I got some film. I lost some film. You know, like I said, I had a bad go at it. I got stuck in Alabama for a while. That's why you guys haven't seen me. I had to fish my way out of Alabama. I got home. I was maybe hoping to see an order or two for the pro kits, or maybe just see something, and I didn't see anything. I'm not disappointed, and I will keep my head up moving forward, and I will keep promoting myself. And sooner or later, you guys will be convinced that, well, the Crappie Kid does have a point, and he does have the lures, and I'm going to go get them. So, and you should go get them. So, guys, what I use for my gear when I'm out fishing is I use the same thing like I normally do. I use my little 164 ounce jig head right here with I got a jerk electric turkey and my number 7 split shot, of course. Now, I really like my ugly stick. It's made by Shakespeare. It's ultra light. I mean, it's ultra light. Ultra light. Beautiful. I love this rod. And I like this reel. This is my reel. This is my signature reel. I love this reel. And just everything about this pole, the tip sensitivity, everything on it, I love it. It's small enough for me to maneuver while I'm in my kayak. The handle actually was floating when I sank my first kayak, and I got to save my pole. I'm really, Shakespeare, thank you. You made me one of the best poles I could have ever thought you could ever make me. But I do have a secondary pole. This is the Shakespeare Micro Series. This is a 4'6". I got my Lew's LS75 on there, and I got that electric turkey set up, but I still got the Crappie Kid set up on here. That 164 ounce jig head. Look at that little jerk. Man, that thing. I'm telling you right now, guys, this is the hottest color I have right now in my tackle box. I've caught more fish off of this color than anything. And I caught a lot of them on the jerk and the minnow. I've caught some on the frog. I haven't tried my crickets very much because I haven't had really time. Well, I just got back home into my shop. I really haven't had time to get back and fish with my crickets very much, but other friends of mine have been using them and said that they are wonderful. That they do work. They're not fire as soon as you throw them in, they're hitting them, but it's artificial. It's a little cricket. I mean, I got one right here. Little itty bitty little thing here. There it is. That's a cricket. Crappie Kid. That's in monkey milk. And I'll tell you what, everybody says you put a live cricket on, you catch a brim, and then you put one of these on, you catch 2 brim. And then you got to put another live cricket on. So I think it's pretty much the scent, you know, of the scent of the cricket being on the hook with the artificial. So there's a tip. Fishing wrong. I was fishing with them just strictly out of the bag. I didn't think about rubbing them on other crickets and stuff like that and get the scent of a cricket, because, I mean, when it hits the water, that's exactly what the panfish are smelling. Cricket. Hey, there's a cricket. I'm going to hit it because the water is very muddy down here in these rivers right now, and they're very, very low. And it's very, very hot. You can see that. I'm wiping myself. So, you know, I flipped over from my basic Crappie Kid jig to one of these right here, and I started killing them. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I was in awe, everybody. When I started using this, and I'd let it sink for about 4 seconds, and then I'd start reeling. And I'd keep it at a steady pace, not a fast pace, not a slow pace, steady pace, steady, medium. And boom, they'd hit it right out the top of the brush pile. And boom, they'd hit it again. And I'm like, holy cow, what the heck? I threw my jig out there and I'm jigging away using the Crappie Kid jig. Nothing. I'd throw these back out there. I'd get another one. Stumped me. I don't know why. I don't know what it was about that little attachment onto the jig head. The beetle spin attachment. I mean, I don't understand. That's why I'm sharing this information with you. But I guess maybe it's the profile, that willow blade going through the water. This is one of my favorites. This is one I caught the most off of right here. That blade, that willow blade with them little indentations in it. And pulling it through the water just at a medium pace, that green flamingo with that glow in the dark jig head that I got, that 132-ounce jig head, I was tearing them up. 9 o'clock in the morning, they'd stop. I'd have 8, 9 fish. I'm really happy with 8, 9 fish, especially when they're in the 12 to 14 to 16 inch range. Absolutely. 10-inch range. Absolutely. A lot of small ones, yes. But you know what? That's all part of fishing, and that's why I like what I do. Because even the little ones are fun. So I'm going to be sharing some of my new episodes. You guys are going to see me. Of course, I've shaved all my facial hair and I'm cleaned up, and I looked like a caveman when I got home. But you're going to see me out there in the next episodes. I'm going to have my facial hair back and stuff, and it'll be me, and I'll be in Alabama, and I was in Alabama for a little while, and it went all right. I mean, it went all right. Besides losing all the gear and stuff, it went all right. I had fun. I love the people in Alabama. I'm getting myself out there, letting people from Alabama know the Crappie Kid is finally landed in your state and is fishing as much as he possibly can. So, with all that being said, guys, the heat wave is really suppressed our fish. You guys want 3 of the best places to go for your fish? Number 1 place, go to the bridge pillars. Go to bridge pillars where you know the water is at least 20 feet, 22 feet, 30 feet deep by that bridge. And maybe a slight current. That is going to be the hot spot. Yeah, them pillars. Vertical jigging is really good, but keep your distance. They're spooky. They're on edge. This heat has got them on high alert. You can vertical jig them, but stay away from them. Use your 16-foot, use 14-foot jigging rods. Keep that distance between you and the fish where you know they will be. If you're not going to do that, and you're going to cast to them, cast over past them, and bring that lure back to them, and just fish all the way around. Keep moving around, keep moving around, keep moving around. And when you get to that, you're going to start hitting them. And when you hit them, all right, don't go directly back after you cast to that same spot. Move around, keep moving, because what it looks like to them is there's minnows coming through that area, and they want to feed, and that'll keep triggering that it'll keep triggering them to eat. It'll trigger them to feed. It'll trigger them to stay interested. You get the little ones interested, you get the big one. I proved that. You get them little ones stirred up, the big one starts looking and says, all right, what do you guys eating? I gotta eat too. So that's exactly what you do. Stay patient. Fish. Sometimes it's 20 minutes in between fish. Sometimes it's 10 minutes in between fish. But just stay patient. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get the big ones. I'm telling you, you're gonna get the big ones. As soon as you get some of those little ones' attentions, and they start feeding, the big one is going to look and say, it is time to eat. And he sees your lure coming through that water. He's going to come up and bam, he's going to hit it. He's going to be the boss. He's going to boss all the little ones out of his way. He's going to go straight for your lure as soon as it hits the water. And you're going to be rewarded. Trust me. You will be rewarded. Patience is always rewarded. The good Lord will look down on you if you show patience. Like today, I was thinking to myself, and I smiled, and said yesterday when I was fishing and I put that episode on today, I said, Lord, if I could just catch me 3 fish and one really nice one, I'd be greatly happy, especially after everything I've been through. And what did he do? He answered. And he rewarded me with an 18-inch fish. I couldn't have been more enthusiastic than that right there when I was rewarded with that 18-inch fish. That was the epitome of going through all the stuff that I've been through. That point right there made it all better. What a great gift. And I thank the man upstairs for that. The Lord is good. He gave me what I asked for. He didn't give me more than what I asked for. He just gave me what I wanted. And I asked nicely. And I showed him patience and I was rewarded. Just, you don't have to believe in God to have the patience, but just understand with these fish, they're very hard to fish. They're not easy to get the bite. But if you stay patient, I promise you, you will be rewarded. I was rewarded. You will be rewarded. Trust me. Old kid is not going to steer you wrong on this one. So now that we know that the fish are really, really suppressed and they're underneath those bridges, and that's the number one spot. The number two spot, head for a dock where it's at least in 6 to 8 feet of water. And it has a drop off point where it goes out to deep water. Now, if you have one of these, that is the second best place to be for crappie. This is the shade. It stays out of the sun, it stays shaded. Always attack the side that's shaded first and work your way to the sunny side when you attack a dock. First thing in the morning, that's the best results. The fish are more on the shaded side than they are on the lighted side of it. And your number 3 spot is going to be your brush piles in deep water. 20 to 30 feet. They're going to be hovering on these brush piles. You drop live bait down to them, and that is pretty much a successful fishing trip. I mean, you're going to pull, you might pull your bag limit, you might not, but you will pull some nice fish. You just got to find them in that deep water. You got to look for them. You got to know where your brush piles are at, everybody. Mark them on your GPSs. Use your fish finders. We all know what those little sticks are, and when they're all hovered up around it, we know what they are. So just stay positive. Look for them. Fish in the morning. Start at 4 a.m. Get out of that water by 9 o'clock if you're down here in the deep south like I am. And go back to your house and evaluate everything that you learn from that fishing trip. Because it's going to gain you more information about the next time you're there at that same spot. I want y'all to know that this beginning to be a pro fisherman is not easy. It's a learning process. I'm learning with you all. I'm sharing all the information I know with you. I'm giving you all professional fisherman tactics. I'm making them simple and easy for you in one little package to go out and use so you can catch fish, so you're successful and you have fun. That's what this is all about. That's my reward. That's what the good Lord has instilled upon me, is to teach you to be fishermen. That is my message. He wants me to get you out there to do some fishing, to be with your family, your loved ones, and your friends, and enjoy what he had to offer us. And hey, that's exactly where we're going to be. Out fishing. I'm a fisherman. I'm definitely a fisherman. And if the good man upstairs is going to keep rewarding me with such great blessings, I'm listening. I'm all ears. Definitely all ears. But anyways, everybody, I greatly appreciate you watching. You guys get out there, get your practice in. The fall is almost here. I have some of these pro kits sitting here made. I sure would like to see one or two of you guys make your purchase. And we'll get them to you. Go ahead and email me at thecrappiekid@gmail.com and just say, hey, Crappie Kid, I want one of those pro kits. And I have Venmo and I have Cash App, and we can send you an invoice and we will get you your kit right out to you right away. And you will have a tracking number, you'll have a receipt, and you will have a package very, very quick, because I want you to have those lures in your hands, because the sooner you get them in your hands, the sooner you stop using all the other stuff and you get down to fishing with my stuff. So, everybody, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And don't forget, everybody, stay patient. It's the key. That was where I was going wrong. I wasn't patient enough. I was trying to reel them in as quick as I could, try to be the crappie kid. Oh, I can fish them out. Patience. Patience. Really, really patience. I learned that. I'm sharing that with you. That is really the biggest tip and the biggest lure in your whole entire box. It's you and your patience. It's you and your heart while you're fishing. So keep that in mind when you're out there next time. Concentrate. Take it all in. You know how to do it. Go get them. Fill that boat. You're capable of doing it just like anybody else. Just like me, you're capable of going out and doing it. You're special. I'm the teacher. I want you to learn, because you're going to be the one to get the big fish. And I'm going to be the one smiling when I watch you catch it. Everybody, you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next episode. I can't wait. So keep those fishing poles ready. Have a beautiful day. This is the Crappie Kid, and I'm out.